Hey, what's up everybody? Toxic Misfits here. Welcome to the channel. Getting into today's GTA 5 unwind video, I have for you guys a update about Grand Theft Auto 6. Now this here is not clickbait or anything like that, but Rockstar recently tweeted out and replied to a fan query about Grand Theft Auto 6, and there's been some other rumors and stuff like that going around why people think Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't going to happen for a long time. So I'm just going to discuss that with you today and give you my opinion on it. But the news article that I have for you guys right here is from Sports Kita. It says Rockstar responds to fan query regarding Grand Theft Auto 6 on Twitter. Pretty much it's here, it's just like nothing crazy. They didn't admit to GTA 6 or anything like that. I'm not going to be clickbait like Mystery Boss for the win. But this article here, let me go in here and read into it right here. It says their response on Twitter had sent the rumor mill into hyperdrive of fans formulating what their seemingly response could mean. Basically, it just replies to this guy called Gavin Sucks with two S's and a plankton emoji. It says, I'm just wondering if it's going to come out. If you can't say anything, that's totally fine. I'll just go crazy with the littlest things about GTA 6. Rockstar support replies, there is no news on that topic yet. Please stay tuned on the Rockstar Newswire for official updates. And they go ahead and just link their website to it, the Newswire website. So basically, people's on here freaking out over this, and pretty much that's just Rockstar just probably just teasing the fans a little bit, just letting them know, like, hey guys, it ain't totally out of the question, but there's no new news on it yet. So you can take that as it's in development, let's say, or it could be in development. Nobody really knows about GTA 6, but it has been about 7 to 8 years since Grand Theft Auto Online came out, and a month longer for Grand Theft Auto 5 story mode when it came out, the original game. So basically, my theory behind this here is why GTA 6 it's taken so long. It could mean several things right here. It could just mean like GTA Online's doing so successful right now, they don't really want to risk pushing GTA 6 out to the community. Because if they push GTA 6 out to the community and it fails, that'll be a massive hit to the country. Because Grand Theft Auto 4 didn't do that good, but Grand Theft Auto 5 done good. Just stuff like that. It's like every other title in GTA's series just seems to do like better than the last title. So they could be not wanting to just push it out because they're afraid they're going to lose some money. But this could go as far as it's Take-Two Interactive that won't let them push it out, because you know Take-Two Interactive is basically the daddy of Rockstar Games, and they tell them everything they can and cannot do, and they go around issuing copy strikes on people's videos, and they're basically just in control of like everything about Rockstar Games. So maybe Take-Two Interactive's over here like, hey guys, there's no point of us putting out GTA 6 right now because Grand Theft Auto Online's still making us like 50, 100 million a year off of sales and microtransactions alone, criminal enterprise starter packs. So why would we release GTA 6 and risk it just totally flopping or something like that? And this here could turn back to when they done the apartment glitch resets, and Rockstar's been doing a lot of shady things here lately to the community. They could intentionally be destroying their game actually to the point where like they want GTA Online to die. That way people will be asking for GTA 6 more, and Take-Two Interactive notice, oh man, we're losing a lot of sales, microtransactions and stuff in Grand Theft Auto 5. So we're going to have to release something about GTA 6 and take it off a back burner and actually put it on a grill right here and get this thing done for the community, where we're going to be over here scratching for some money. I mean, those speculations do sound stupid, but it does make sense when you think about it. That Take-Two Interactive is over Rockstar Games, and they could be holding back GTA 6 just for the simple fear, like, what if they release a GTA 6, and the way it is our day and age right now, 2020, everybody in the world can basically record their gameplay if they have a console, so that's going to be like thousands, tens of thousands, if not millions of videos on Grand Theft Auto 6 out there on the story mode when it first comes out, because they're obviously not going to release online the same day story mode comes out with a full copy. And what this could mean is basically their ideal behind this is, okay, so if we release GTA 6, everybody's going to show their gameplay videos and stuff like that. That's what everybody does nowadays. Some people hold out on buying something until they review the game and look at it. and stuff like that from recommended like YouTubers and good YouTubers that share out content. So people could be like, "Oh, it's Grand Theft Auto 6, man. This really looks like Grand Theft Auto 5 over here, and there's no online, dude. I mean, the story's awesome, but I'll just wait till online comes out to buy it. Or, man, I'll just keep playing Grand Theft Auto Online. What's the difference?" And they could be scared of that because that could very well happen, guys. The community could just reach out and be like, Grand Theft Auto 6 looks good, but it doesn't have an online, and why would I pay 60, $80 for a game? Because games might start being $80 on next generation console anyway. There's rumors of that. So they could very well just be like, well, guys, if we go ahead and we release Grand Theft Auto 6 like it's right here, then, okay, we won't get it, so let's keep playing Grand Theft Auto Online. It's free. They keep updating the game, and I have everything in there. Why would I restart fresh on a new game just to have a new city? If there's even going to be a new city, because nobody knows if we're going to go back to Vice City, or let's say Chicago, or maybe even go international, where maybe add some completely new map, or maybe get some of those San Andreas islands and stuff on here. Nobody really knows the answer to that, guys. It's just kind of what it is. And unfortunately, that is how it is in the gaming world now in 2020. Because you got to think, in 2013, YouTube wasn't really all that big when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. It just then started getting more and more viewers because the accessibility of iPads and laptops and smartphones and stuff like that became really popular. Because right around 2013, everybody started finally switching to a smartphone so they could then watch YouTube and stuff like that. Before, basically, the only way to watch YouTube was like off a laptop or a console on your TV and stuff like that. And I know smartphones came out around like 2008, 2010 and stuff like that, but they really didn't start to get affordable, and a lot of people didn't start getting them until like 2010 to 2013, right around that time. And obviously from there, technology has massively, massively expanded. So we're in a new age right now. Everybody's recording their gameplay, trying to make money on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and everything like that, which is understandable, but that leads to like what sells because everybody can just get online and find what they're looking for within seconds and might not even go out and buy it because not a lot of people want to waste 60, $80 on a game they're going to play for about 2 days and get completely bored of, because that's what Grand Theft Auto 6 might come out as. But I could be wrong. You never know. It could be a massively just amazing game and everything like that. They could probably even implement Grand Theft Auto Online into it and make it real like you have to leave Los Santos to go to the new map, and like you lost like all of your businesses and money and stuff, but you can restart with your rank and all of your unlocks, stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool if they done that. Or made two separate servers. Let's say if they done Vice City, which I think they should do Vice City, let's say in a 60s, 70s, or 80s setting, somewhere around there. I think if they done that, it would be pretty cool. And a lot of people would enjoy Vice City in the older timeline, because this modern timeline, let's face it, guys, it kind of does suck. They've only really done that in Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5. Which, I mean, it is good at first, but it does suck because you got to think they're having to take longer to get a modern world and modern technology and stuff like that to make the games, obviously. And Grand Theft Auto 6 theoretically should have been out about 3, 4 years ago. It should have been out about fifth or sixth year, let's say, like that, after they released the Grand Theft Auto 5. But as I mentioned above, all but every stuff is just restricting it. They're really just trying to cover their asses, is why they do not want to release GTA 6 or any information. And it very well could be until 2022, 2023 till we even get it, or even a hint of it. You never know. But that's going to be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, comment down below if you have any questions or want to add anything into here, if you think anything I said was incorrect, and I'll see everybody in the next video.